With year coming to a glorious end, the major publications and social media are buzzing with the best of year lists. I hope you had a chance to catch some of those shows. But hey, it's totally okay if you missed a few. There are just so many. With such vast selection, there's a good chance some fantastic, high quality shows might not have made into those said lists. That's why I wanted to share a few hidden gems of 2023 before diving into the best of year rankings. That said, let us jump into the video, starting with the must watch, followed by fun shows to binge, and so on. Here are the must watch shows. Pluto is an absolute delight, adapted from the manga with the same title. The standalone season revolves around Inspector Gazette and a race against time to unravel the mysterious killings of the world's advanced robots and their human allies. The show is truly heartwarming, weaving a beautiful tapestry of stories. Each episode, without fail, delivers at least two scenes that make you emotional. The strength of Pluto lies in its intricate details, plots, and well developed characters, adding a layer of depth that truly stands out. One issue with the show is that it kept us in dark about the background proceedings for a bit longer, which in turn couldn't insist a forward momentum to the show. But it doesn't detract from the overall charm of this hidden gem. Make sure to grab some napkins before you embark on the journey of 8 episodes on Netflix. You are in for a treat. If you're a fan of underdog stories or enjoy sports shows in general, this one is tailor made for you. But even if you're not typically drawn to these genres, give it a shot. The sports drama, centered around sumo wrestlers and a doyo, will captivate you by the end of the first episode. The show excels in its character studies, presenting a compelling slow burn drama with satisfying payoffs. The underdog elements woven into the narrative makes it one of the standout offerings of the year. You can catch this gem on Netflix, and with just 8 episodes, it is the perfect binge watch material. Mrs. Davis is such an original take on AI and faith from Damon Lindelof and Tara Hernandez. This amazing show is a mix of genres, which includes drama, fantasy, sci-fi, and comedy, both deeper and cheeky ones. We can say that the show had a huge ambitions and potential with this amazing cast and crew, and most importantly, this plot. The story is about a nun, her ex-fiancé, an all-knowing AI, and the quest each of them is on. Following the typical Damon Lindelof style, the show has so many mysteries, and all of them are intriguing to say the least. I can surely say that the show has checked almost all the boxes to be a great show. For a storyline that is this complex and has so many moving parts as this, and that too on a bigger scale, I can daringly say that the show has landed the ship rather amazingly. For this particular reason, and if you like the creator's previous creations, you can give this show a try. Fired on Mars is an adult comedy that takes us on a poignant journey through Jeff Cooper's life on Mars, post getting fired as a graphic designer. It falls into the category of shows that are a bit challenging to describe, but once you dive in, it absolutely floors you with its brilliance. The topics explored in the show resonate very deeply, feeling incredibly relevant now and likely to do so for a long time. The series invests time in setting up its characters and the Martian backdrop, which helps in understanding each character's motivations. If you're up for a unique and thought provoking experience, this show is well worth giving a chance. It's a gem that once discovered is bound to leave a lasting impression. During the break from Billions, Damon Lewis took part in a masterpiece called A Spy Among Friends. Rooted in real life events, this espionage thriller follows an SS agent faced with tough choices when his close friend and colleague is revealed to be a spy. The show boasts a perfect mix of captivating hooks and emotional depth, ensuring that you stay engrossed in the character and their journeys. This espionage thriller is a slow burn drama, heavy in dialogue, demanding your full attention. Yet, the way they craft their story and structure those final moments makes every bit of the wait worthwhile. If you're a fan of intense storytelling and intricate character dynamics, this is definitely one to add to your watch list. The new rendition of Scott Pilgrim serves as the perfect companion piece to the movie by staying fresh and creating a path for itself. The twist at the end of the pilot totally changes the plot and makes this better than the movie as the season progresses. The TV show format helps the story even more by giving enough time for the secondary characters to have their own time in the spotlight and explore them in depth. The animation style they chose for the show is just awesome, which brings more to the proceedings. If you like the movie, or if you're in a mood for a breezy animated comedy show with romantic tinges, you can check out this show, which managed to bring back all the voice cast. Syncoper and Kentaro's second installment of Schmigadoon surpasses the first season in the best way possible. I was already a fan of the first season and its catchy tones, but the second season takes the things to a whole new level. The refreshing tonal and era shift, coupled with the cast hitting their stride, makes this season stand out as one of the best of the year. I thoroughly enjoyed this season, and I'm crossing my fingers for it to garner more attention. If you haven't checked this show yet, it's definitely worth the watch. Amidst all the buzz surrounding jury duty, Freebie quietly delivered a gem with a show called Primo. This coming of age comedy revolves around Rafa, his mother, and well meaning but slightly overbearing uncles. The show masterfully weaves together family dynamics, friendships, and young love, creating a narrative that draws us intimately into their world. What sets Primo apart is spot on casting, enhancing even the secondary storylines and making them just as engaging. In case you need a big name attached to pull you into the show, make sure one of my all time favorite creators is an executive producer for this show. Give it a shot, you won't be disappointed. Party Down, the series centered around the employees of the titular catering service, is on the brink of becoming the gold standard for how to revive a show, making it both feel fresh and nostalgically familiar. The brilliance of the show is that it ensures that you re enter the lives of these characters seamlessly, almost as if you never left. Such is the brilliance of this show and the writing team. It has its fair share of issues, but it never felt out of place for a show that left the air over 10 years ago. The new additions to the team perfectly fit into the group, and the guest stars are awesome as always. But knowing that the show has the same characters is a bittersweet feeling for those who are attached to the show and its characters. Everything said, this show, with its very high highs, has its flaws as well, but I have a good feeling that they could better themselves in the next season whenever given a nod. Julia, the sweet natured feel good show about Julia Childs, returned with another sweet serving this year. This show benefits from a perfect ensemble by giving meaty roles to everybody. This season, not only Paul and the others were focused, but also few others like Blanche, Simca, and Hunter were given importance. This worked well for the show, but also meant that we got a few cooking lessons from Julia. Some amazing emotional scenes makes this show stand out, and in turn makes this a must-watch show. Fun fact, this was one of my favorite shows of 2022, and I added it to the hidden top 10 list. I wouldn't say that Shrinking is an underrated show by any means, as it comes from Ted Lasso people when they are in red hot streak and have Harrison Ford and Jason Segel. Just added it here, as I couldn't see many places where the show is listed. This is such a good show that explores human reactions when a person loses or losing something or someone very dear to them. This exploration is made better by having very good comedic moments performed by very talented performers. Harrison Ford does such a commendable job, and it's hands down one of my favorite performances of his, and all the other actors give their best performances yet to make this a must watch show. I came across Upright, another Australian show that premiered in 2022 after seeing Millie Alcock in the House of Dragon show. The first season of this tragic comedy is an already standout, and now they have doubled down on the adventure by taking us on a journey through the lush green landscapes of the country. What makes this show a complete package is its ability to seamlessly blend adventure with emotional depth. The emotional core of the story holds everything together, which makes us resonate with the character and their journey on a deeper level. Moving on from must-watch TV shows to the shows which are very fun to binge. Killing It follows its hilarious first season with another amazing season. The show finds bizarre situations that are very region specific to take us on a trip with the characters throughout their journey, and most importantly, it never fails us to make us laugh. After finally getting enough money to start the farm, our morally good leads find newer hurdles that may stop them from achieving their dream of becoming rich and while staying morally upright. With a very good set of characters to go around, the story is expanded, which ensures a lot of laugh out loud moments, making this season a lot good. In a world where superpowers are the norm of a certain age group, our lead stands out for not having any abilities, leading to a lot of challenges. The heart of the story revolves around how she, with the unwavering support of her friends, takes strides towards gaining power. In a year when many voiced concerns about the oversaturation in the superhero genre, this show emerges as a breath of fresh air. What truly sets this series apart is the incredible cast and the talented writing team, breathing life into the characters with a relatable and authentic nature. It's a perfect blend that makes this show stand out, offering a unique take on the superhero narrative. If you're looking for something fresh and engaging, this is the show to watch. Colin from Accounts is a delightful feel-good rom-com from Down Under, brought by the real-life couple Patrick Bramall and Harry Dyer. The story kicks off when the lead pair due to a series of unnecessary events, ends up hitting a dog. It is consequently forced into caring for the titular canine. The show thrives on a diverse mix of characters, utilizing various comedic situations, including the age difference between the characters and their interactions with the friends and relatives. A good fact is that the show has been renewed for a second season already, so you can catch up on the first season before the arrival of the new one. I kept on wondering why Bob Odenkirk didn't take any gap before jumping into a new show, but the answer is simple. When you're offered a role in something as wonderful as Lucky Hank, why wait? The series unfolds at Triton College, focusing on a captivating array of characters, with Hank and his wife Lily at the core, navigating Hank's midlife crisis. The characters are incredibly well written, offering us a deeper understanding of their motivations. While there are some rough patches in the initial episodes and moments of meandering before finding its groove, the positives far outweigh the flaws. If you can weather the turbulence in the initial episodes, the remainder of the season promises a rewarding experience. It is a show that, despite its imperfections, has the potential to leave a lasting impact even when it's cancelled after a season. John McClellan led Dark Winds is back for the second season, and it's just as good as the first. This time, the mystery is connected to the first season's Tramco Oilville story, making the pursuit of the bad guys more personal. Although I prefer the first season because of its intricate plot and the exploration of the Navajo culture, the second season compensates by delving deeper into the main character stories. It's a well directed, tightly woven narrative with excellent performances. If you're in the mood for a police procedural or a thrilling show, give this one a try. Class of '07 is another charming comedy show from Australia that unfortunately slipped by without much fanfare. The show revolves around a group of ladies who reunite for the all girls high school reunion and must navigate life after an apocalyptic tidal wave hits the world. What sets it apart from similar shows is its focus on a singular location and a group of people who already have prior connections, adding a unique dynamic to the narrative. This hidden gem might have gone under the radar, but it certainly has the charm and ensemble cast to leave a lasting impression. I hope we receive a second season renewal soon. Other than these shows, there are few more which has few flaws but are still good. So if you're interested in any of those premises, you can give those shows a try, and these are covered more on my Substack and the SeriesTalks website. Those shows are: the first one, Lockwood and Co., a solid season covering two different books, but sadly the show has been cancelled. Secondly, Big Door Prize. The show has an interesting premise and it's a well cast one. But with that, it also has its fair share of flaws. It is a divisive show for that particular reason. Third up, Ing Love. Following the events of the Oscar winning short Hair Love, this animated show follows the different family members through their daily routines. On to the fourth one, Minx. While not flawless, the well written characters, coupled with a great cast and engaging plot lines, makes it a worthwhile watch, especially for the fans of raunchy shows and period pieces. On to the last one, Carol and the End of the World. This one is a poignant exploration of mankind when faced with the reality of imminent doom. Certain aspects of the show may seem unbelievable to happen when the end is near, but if you can suspend your belief over certain aspects, the show will grow on you as the season goes on. With this, we come to the end of the video. If you like this one, do like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe for the channel. We're coming up with top 10 videos of each category, namely drama, comedy, miniseries, and animation. Before finally concluding on the best of year list. Bye bye from VK for now and see you in the next video.